fried mozzarella that stretches for miles, Italian chicken soup soothing for the soul, a show-stopping bone-in veal parmigiana, and a plate of Sunday gravy that would make your Nonna jealous. When you're ready for some outstanding Italian comfort food, you need to visit the Venetian. Located in Weymouth's Jackson Square, the Venetian serves up Italian-American red sauce classics, and it's been doing so since 1929. But a couple years ago, restaurateur Eric Papachristos bought the place and brought in Chef Paul King. So this dynamic duo could give the food, mood, and attitude a much-needed makeover.
My goal really here is to highlight the neighborhood, the community, but really also our chef's recipes and his food, which I think is one of the best Italian foods I have ever tasted. Everything that he makes is with love.
I've been into the business 45 years. I love it as much today as I did 45 years ago. I love going to work. I enjoy it. It just makes me feel good.
Paul and Eric both grew up in the restaurant business. Paul at restaurants all over Greater Boston, and Eric at a restaurant that's actually right across the street.
So the Venetian is right here, and oddly enough, right across the street in the corner is my father's restaurant, which he opened in 1986, and that's where I learned how to wash the best dishes, and I was the best dishwasher. Still to this day, I think I'm the best dishwasher.
These days, you're more likely to find Eric in the Venetian's dining room rather than the dish room, chatting with customers, enjoying the restaurant's Rat Pack era vibe, complete with red leather booths and lots of old photos on the walls.
The whole idea is I want you to experience an era gone by, and that's what we do here.
To start your meal at the Venetian, there's an awesome antipasto board overflowing with meats, cheeses, and marinated vegetables. Crispy arancini atop a pool of tomato sauce. Sautéed mussels swimming in white wine and basil cream, and golden garlic knots with marinara.
The best part of the garlic knot is just grabbing one and tearing it apart and dipping it in the marinara. Goes really well with it.
Another pull-apart favorite here is the crispy mozzarella.
Crispy mozzarella is a must-have for everyone. We cut this big block of mozzarella cheese, we bread it, we fry it, and we bring it right to the table with Paul's homemade red sauce, and it is literally to die for. You break it open and you get this gooey cheese, and you're just dipping it into this homemade marinara sauce. I mean, it is so craveable.
But if you're craving some comfort, nothing hits the spot like Nonna's Italian chicken soup.
That was my mother's chicken soup. She makes this nice, beautiful chicken broth with fresh vegetables that she'd scramble up an egg with some nice fresh Romano cheese in it. So it would be rich and just full of flavor, but it always made you feel good when you weren't feeling good that day. Wherever my mother might be now, hopefully she approves of how I done it.
Pasta at the Venetian is all made in-house, taking the dishes here to the next level, like shrimp scampi with spinach, tomatoes, garlic, lemon, and white wine, and sausage and broccoli rabe tossed with toothsome rigatoni. But the one dish you absolutely must order is the Sunday gravy, a hearty, slow-simmered feast of meatballs, sausage, short rib, and pork.
The inspiration really behind the Sunday gravy, it's a grandmother's recipe. It's something that, when you go to your grandmother's house and you feel loved and you feel full, that's what the Sunday gravy is to us.
Look at this, all the different meats, the pork, the sausage, the meatballs. It's incredible. It's just gonna sit here and simmer and simmer. And the best thing is when I was a kid growing up, this is my favorite thing to do, is dip a little bit in and try. Mom would be proud. She'd be proud.
Of course, chicken parm is a must on any Italian-American menu, and the Venetian's version hits all the right notes.
Chicken parm is the ultimate comfort food. It's crunchy, it's savory, it fills you up, and then you got the pasta. It's amazing.
But if you want to take your parm experience to a luxurious level, order the 14-ounce bone-in veal chop Parmigiana.
And it's the most tender piece of veal and flavorful piece of veal you'll ever have. I just season the breadcrumbs, I pan-sear it, finish it off in the oven with some nice pomodoro sauce, fresh mozzarella, some fried basil, and voila, you have it.
It's a dish that everyone wants to try out. So you see that dish walking through the dining room floor and people all get wowed. It's more of a shareable item, but half of our guests that order it, they'll eat the whole thing themselves.
And whether you're sharing or not, a meal at the Venetian isn't just about the food. It's also a chance to get a little taste of a time gone by.
We love walking by, seeing families and friends sitting around table and being happy and sharing food together, breaking bread. It's culturally something that's very important, and it has been for generations. And, it's what happens when you go to your grandmother's house. And that's what we want you to feel like, full and comfortable and happy. And you want to come back next week, not just because something was good, but because everything was good and it made you feel amazing.